And then I said, okay, you want me to film a podcast right now? And you're like, yes, I want to talk about Nintendo games. I've stated this before, that I want to be a YouTuber. And obligatory laugh, go ahead.
The podcast you know and love is going far, far away from this channel. Everything that's different I made or came up with. Well, it really is my podcast now.
The whole point of the podcast from the very beginning, it was all just a scheme to get you to be better at socializing.
If I could create my own YouTube channel and have my own stuff, then this would be more interesting. I just want to be an artist. If it's an art form, I'm doing it.
You can't logistically do everything, especially while you're in college.
I'm mortal. I have so much time on this earth.
I'm gonna be YouTubing till I'm 80, and I'm gonna have that many subscribers.
Dude, that'd be awesome. But dude, it's so hard to not be gay.
You have a statistically low straight number and therefore can assume you are gay. Thank God for that.
What?
But Jonathan's less gay than me.
Yeah. Hey, it's been 3 weeks, almost a month. It's been a while. It's been a season. Literally, it's fall now. I have an excuse to wear the jacket you always see me wearing.
Wait, it would only be a season if it's winter now. It's been like half a season.
True, but fall came late.
Not even
It's
half.
been hot.
It's been hot.
It's been hot.
It's been hot.
But here we are. We're very high energy right now. If I don't sound high energy, it's only because Jason has crippled me into a corner. I'm like scared right now. He did like 8 fake starts, and I didn't know which ones were real, and then he just canceled them all out. This could be fake. I don't know what's real.
I'm on an acid trip right now.
Yeah, something's wrong with you, dude.
Uh-oh, we're gonna get demonetized because I said acid trip, Jonathan.
Jeez, dude.
If only we were monetized to begin with.
Oh, yeah, we gotta get 1,000 subscribers.
So, do you want to explain why you've not wanted to do a podcast for 3 weeks?
I've just been so busy with school and with things that aren't the podcast that I also care about. Sorry. I still care about you guys.
Jonathan
I love you all.
is a full-time animator, game designer, programmer, musician, and
college student.
And stay-at-home dad. So,
Jason's my son.
Yeah, ew. Roll the intro.
It's,
Wait, let me say it with more energy. Roll the intro!
Yeah! Okay, we're back. I know we are.
That was a quick one.
Yeah, it is. Intro. Usually I hum the theme song to myself.
That caught me off guard.
I gave Jason whiplash. That's your payback there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, let me give the audience whiplash with this fidget spinner. They probably can't hear that. Yeah,
the sacred, legendary fidget spinner you see on his desk.
John, they don't even know who you are.
They don't know. Oh, yes. Hey, I'm the bro host.
And I'm the co-host.
And we're back after a long break to talk about more random stuff like we always do. The first thing that...
Without further ado... Sorry. Without further ado, I'll let you talk.
We were going to put this in the intro thing, but that's not how it planned out. Just as as little random topic to lead into, we just got back from taking a Buzzfeed survey that was... it was, "Are you gay?" And we ended up there out of total randomness.
I looked at... No. Well, I literally just sat down as we were about to record the podcast, and I just went on Google and just typed BuzzFeed "Are you gay?" quiz.
Apparently, you just knew that there was one out there. I don't blame you.
Of course there is.
But it was the basis of it is it's not real. It's not like a professional. I mean, honestly, if you were gay, you'd probably know. Yeah,
there's no Let me take a quiz to see if I like guys.
Yeah, but it was totally based off of stereotypes and like lifestyle. So like if you're like part of gay culture.
No, yeah. But one of the questions was like, do you like grilling or do you call hot dogs dogs?
Yeah, so it was like, are you stereotypically masculine or are you stereotypically gay? Because apparently you can't be gay and masculine. Big reveal.
It wasn't even like masculine, feminine. Like some of them were. It was like the most obscure stuff that I'm not even sure.
It was like your taste in media and your lifestyle.
I'm not even sure how they came to a like correlation.
It's relatively recent. It was summer this year.
Would you like to share our scores?
Here's the real big reveal.
We're
both gay.
I got 81% gay.
And was I straight 70?
70.
Straight 70.
Nice. No, you're gay 70. 70% gay.
I remember after mine, I said it's so hard to not be gay, and we laughed so much.
I am a meager 19% straight.
And I don't know what. Well, that leaves me with 30% straight.
Yeah.
Is that so? You can't. There's no in between.
Is that at 100?
You're either straight or gay. There's no in between. There's no asexual percent.
I sure do like women for only being 19% straight.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
And I sure do not have any particular interest in either one at the moment for being 70% gay.
Yeah, that's why you should have gotten a higher gay score than me.
Yeah, I actually thought I would, because my whole life I've been told that I'm not stereotypically masculine, and I guess you probably fit that same mold, but I don't know, I just expected to be gayer, so to speak.
I kind of roll with it. I've always gone with the joke that I'm gay, just for the laughs. But I'm not at all.
I don't know, I feel like... Because that's the kind of thing that some people might take seriously, but I don't know what kind of relationships
because people just say it as an insult, and then now I just use it as a joke.
Yeah. Counteracting the people who just throw it around.
But that was back in, like, when I was, like, I can see why people called me gay. Let's just say that.
Some dude asked me if I was a girl once back in, like, I think it was early middle school, because I crossed my legs. I'm serious.
I started crossing my... Okay, I kind of want to talk about this. I started crossing my legs again. Like,
Really? I haven't noticed. I haven't been here for a while.
I stopped crossing my legs because I thought it was stupid looking. Like, based off of society, I was like...
Based off of society.
No, why am I still crossing my legs? I need to be a man and stop crossing my legs. And also, it just isn't the most comfortable way of sitting, I guess, usually. Sometimes it is, though. But now I've gotten in the habit. I started, like, crossing my legs every once in a while. Like, yeah, this isn't the worst thing ever. But now I've, like, tried to recorrect my mind so much that I do it too much. And now I'll be sitting at my computer right here at this desk. And I'll start crossing my legs. And I'll sit like that for an hour. And I'll uncross my legs. And everything below my hips will be completely numb. Completely lost all circulation from sitting cross-legged.
Bro.
So, there's that.
I used to only sit cross-legged. That was, like, the only way I felt comfortable. At least for, like, prolonged periods of time. I think it just made sitting more interesting. I couldn't bear to just sit perfectly
That's
straight.
not cross-legged.
Well, I was about to say, they can't see it, but I do the sort of cross-leg where it's like your ankle is resting on your knee.
The propped up leg.
I almost want to call it, like, the wide cross-leg.
All the time.
Yeah, I don't do this all the time, but I do it. Unfortunately... And my mom gets mad at me for this. One of my default sitting positions is to have both of my feet sitting on top of each other.
I used to do that, and I stopped doing it.
It just feels right somehow.
Yeah, I used to do that all the time.
Then she gets mad, she's saying, "You're gonna get your sneakers dirty."
And I remember every time I was in church, I'd be sitting there doing that, and then Mom would be sitting next to me like, "You're gonna get dirt on your $5 Walmart shoes."
No, it'll never come out.
And they were like all black or like dark blue.
I know.
Too, so it's like, what?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't sit cross-legged anymore.
And now I don't do that as much because
I sit awkwardly. I like slouched and angled.
Actually have like shoes that
I get bored.
Aren't $5 Walmart shoes.
Yeah,
so
you got your Nikes
more.
And your Adidas or whatever and your whatever. What is that material that the one is?
Huh?
You got that one shoe that's like
the
that
boat
fancy
shoes. The boat shoes.
Yeah, what material is that?
I don't know. It's not suede.
Dude, I looked at my jacket and apparently it's fleece. I looked at its tag.
Cool.
You remember you were making a big deal.
Material.
You were making a big deal about getting a fleece jacket at one point.
No, it was the hoodie. I said it felt so comfortable. I said it was like a fleece blanket.
That's what it was.
Fleece blanket.
Fleece blanket.
Yeah. Without further ado, we never got to the topic that we were gonna talk about.
Well, do you want to start with your topic that I had no idea about? That we can totally put in the title and thumbnail?
Yeah, we put it in the title and thumbnail, and then we talk about it at the end so that people will stick around longer, obviously.
Oh, really? I thought that the idea was to sprinkle them throughout so that they don't get bored. And you save one till the end.
You put the biggest hooker in
We're making references to things we said before we even started.
A little bit after the middle. right? So the thing that's like the big news or whatever,
Yeah.
you don't put it first because then people will just click on it and say, oh, okay, well, now I know what I wanted to know and I don't care about the rest. You put it about halfway through so that they can be like, okay, this is good, but not too far later that they get bored and give up. But far enough in that they're like, okay, these people are kind of interesting or entertaining.
Okay.
And then they'll stick for the whole thing.
Okay,
so,
I'm not sure I remember that process
so
already.
We're going to talk about Mr. Beast's whole tree initiative.
Because we already talked about being gay.
Apparently, Jonathan doesn't know about at all.
Yeah, I missed out on it because I've been busy this whole
Probably
time. I do actually remember hearing a bit about it.
The biggest thing in the internet, like, in months.
Yeah.
And so we're going to talk about that. Should we give him a minute mark? I can't, no promises, but probably at least like halfway through. Like about 30 minutes into the podcast, I think is probably when we're going to be talking about it. But probably. You can go in the description and there will be timestamps about when we start. If you want to skip there. If not, I recommend you just watch the whole thing while you're doing something.
Yes, might as well.
Go ahead, sit back.
Just have some
grab some popcorn
ambiance.
while you do your math homework or something.
Or stare at our little idle positions on screen, whichever floats your boat, tickles your fancy.
That's not cool. You're not cool if you do that. Don't watch the video.
You're not cool if you appreciate my subtle animations.
Okay, John's gonna talk while I blow my nose really quick.
Yeah, well, this is the first time, because it's been so long, this is the first time I started, like, writing down, like, actual topics instead of just recording them mentally that we could talk about. But just because it's been so long, one of them is the fact that Spider-Man is back in the MCU, and I don't think anybody cares about that anymore. So I guess we're moving on to literally anything else.
nice. You sound struggling there a bit.
Well, I mean, I still haven't seen the last Spider-Man movie from the MCU, and I want to.
Oh, yeah, Far From Home?
Yes.
Yeah, we need to do that.
So we can talk about it on the podcast before it's extremely irrelevant.
Right.
There's irrelevant and there's extremely irrelevant. We get in that nice irrelevant time zone.
That's
our niche.
Next topic. Remember, we have to make them entertained so that they stick around till the Mr.
Next
Beast.
topic. I almost wanted to talk about, back when we were talking about how Toby Fox was like in everything in that one Nintendo Direct, and it was so cool, and he got to meet Sakurai. I wanted to bring up, but forgot, how he was working on Little Town Hero. And I almost wanted to talk about
Explain what Little Town Hero is.
It's the game. It's the Game Freak game that isn't Pokemon. Toby Fox is Toby Fox. If you don't know who Toby Fox is,
he made Undertale.
Undertale, yes. And I was going to talk about how it seems like a weird concept for an RPG, but it's definitely unique. And anyone who can pull off a unique idea, I mean, I enjoy that. But apparently, according to Game Explain, which is the only review I've gotten to see, it's bad. So now Toby Fox's music is in a bad game.
So you're saying the game is released?
No, they might have gotten a review copy. I don't know if it's out yet.
Okay.
Or was when I saw it.
I wouldn't think it would be.
But they said all sorts of stuff like it was boring. They give it like their lowest rating possible. They didn't have a number scale, but they said they just straight up did not like it.
Well, dang. Next topic.
Next topic. Okay,
Ring Fit Adventure.
Yes, I watched AlphaRad play that briefly, and I thought Jason would have because he's a bigger AlphaRad fan.
I haven't watched an AlphaRad video in probably a year.
But it's just kind of funny because it's one of those wacky Nintendo games, you know, that's like for a very niche group. And that interests me.
I love how they come out with this stuff so silently and quickly.
Yeah, I know.
Like, they just posted a video on their Instagram one day. I was scrolling through Instagram, and they just posted this IGTV video of these people swinging around this ring and, like, stretching it or whatever you do. And I'm just like, and they're just like, watch the Direct coming soon, whatever date it was that they announced it, for more details. And I was just like, Nintendo, what in the world?
And then the Direct...
It was just like the Labo. It was just like they dropped this.
I know.
Just so casually.
Dude, you still need to get yourself a Labo. You got a program in the garage.
Never gonna happen.
I know, but I'd legitimately
bills.
love to see you make some stuff with
YouTube
Labo. You could make some great stuff.
I could. I was gonna make content out of it. Like,
and that robot game, I know it's a separate set, but it actually looks pretty cool. At least as far as Labo goes.
Trying to introduce my programming side to my YouTube
I know.
channel.
I told you should because that's part of what makes you interesting.
Okay, well... Yeah, I was thinking about starting a new series.
So far, all you've got is that you told people you have a program that moves your mouse around. That made it real hard to start recording and bring up the window when you started.
No, well, the thing I did with the texture pack. also was programming.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But I was thinking of starting a new series where I kind of showcase my dumb random stuff that I do, that I program. For example, I recently... Do you want me to show you this while we do the podcast?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know what this is.
So I recently made this thing, and I was going to make a video off it, and I was like, I don't know, this is kind of dumb. I don't know if this is really makes sense at all for a video idea, basically. But if Eclipse loads, I just got bored one day, and I was like, what if I made something... What if I made something where you can input an image, right? And then...
Does it make a puzzle out of it or something?
No. And then you move your mouse around, and it just, like, moves all the pixels like sand.
Ooh, that sounds, like, difficult to keep track of.
I just get bored sometimes, and I think, like, what if I just
I'm
made
excited.
this?
You better not let me down.
And so I made it. I spent, like, 2 days perfecting all of this and everything. And so I'm going to run it now.
You have, like, screen recording software?
No. Well, I do, obviously. That's how I make my videos. I'm saying I'm not going to run it now. I might make a video on it later. So this is just a test image I have.
That's actually pretty neat, dude. I mean, yeah, it's not like anything Oh, the mouse is teleporting.
Yeah, the mouse is teleporting. So they can't see what's happening, so I'll not focus on this too long. This is pretty good, dude. But it's basically just, you put in an image.
Does it work was that just a test image? Does it work with any image?
Any image.
Yo,
so you basically just put in an image. I want to
destroy a picture of your face.
And you can just play around with the image, and it'll just turn into basically sand.
You can just, like, take anybody. Dude, you got to change the cursor to the Infinity Gauntlet, and then you should call it Thanos snapping your friend.
That is what I was going to do. That's exactly what my idea was for the video, but I was like, I don't know if this is a good idea.
You can pick a background color, so if it's, like, a dark background, you can make it black where the sand goes away, so it look like you're literally just disappearing.
I was like, I don't know if this is the best idea.
The sand turn, like, brown.
How long and how much content can I make out of one?
This is the kind of thing that gets put on boardbutton.com. You Thanos snapping your friends away.
Yeah, but it's not the kind of stuff that makes, like, an interesting video, I feel like.
If you have a bunch of them, you can make a compilation.
I was just gonna try to record.
And if you're clever enough, you can come up with...
Jeez.
Oh, sorry.
You keep talking loud and talking over me.
Sorry.
I was gonna say I was just gonna, like, mess around and put in random images and, like, try to
have
fun with it. But I don't know. I mean, at some point,
you're a GAN breeder. If you can come up with enough interesting images, then you can just make, like, jokes.
Right. But at some point, I feel like it can't be a very long video and it can't be too interesting. I mean, it's kind of a novel, like, funny thing.
Yeah.
But I do that sometimes. I randomly program stuff like that. So I thought I might make a series where I kind of just do that just for fun. Just because that's a side of me that I, like, have always wanted to do or, like, show through YouTube, but I've never thought, it's hard to make programming interesting, I guess. But
I don't know. There's a lot of people I've seen who do stuff like that.
Yeah, but
have YouTube channels sustained on that topic.
Yeah,
and I keep up with.
I don't want to just be like some nerd programmer guy that people watch and are like, wow, how does he do that?
Be the guy who makes it look not nerdy.
I want to be like a memester. Yeah, at the same time, basically.
Who's that one guy?
Michael Reeves.
That may or may not be the guy I'm thinking of.
He like makes robots and like he made the one that takes tomatoes out of salads.
Who's the guy who's like everything he does is through like animated? He's got like a little stick.
Carrie KH.
Yeah, doesn't he do programming stuff?
Yeah,
or like at least math based.
AI a lot of.
Yeah, but a lot of his videos are funny and jokey.
Okay, Michael Reeves is probably the most popular guy for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay.
Do you know who Michael Reeves is?
No.
Not at all?
I know his name. I remember it from something.
Okay, well, watch one of his videos. He's pretty funny.
Okay. Recommendation noted.
He did that video with iDubbbz.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, that video with iDubbbz isn't very specific.
The robot dad thing.
Robot dad.
The robot.
I don't think I actually watched
the robot dad that like made them go get stuff and then he like puked beer on them and stuff. That stuff. That was okay. I thought you literally we had a discussion about that very video, so I guess I
feel like wrong. We did too, but I don't remember watching it, at least not all the way through.
Because you were like, oh, I watch iDubbbz.
Not regularly, but anyways, I do watch him.
Next time, I'm getting really hot.
Yeah, dude, I know. I don't know what happened. Is there like a solar flare going on?
We're not gonna talk about this, but I'm taking off my shirt.
Just so you know,
I don't want to turn on
off.
The fan and make a
It
bunch
will not
of
be reflected by the on-screen art, but the shirt is off.
Okay. Next topic.
Well,
do you think I should do that?
Do what?
Make a series like that.
Yeah, if you can, dude. Show your programming side.
Okay.
And do it shirtless if you want.
No. No thanks.
Okay, this, I would call it the first big topic, but I think it's only big to
I'm gonna
us.
fan myself with this fidget spinner.
You do that? That's your aesthetic right there.
AlphaDream.
AlphaDream, yes. And we were just, dude, it's sad because I remember one of my
My
favorite
emotions about this event went all the way down to 100 and negative 100%, and then went all the way up to 100%.
But you're happy about this now?
So happy.
What?
Because now Nintendo owns AlphaDream.
They do?
Yeah.
They bought them?
Yes.
I heard people saying they should do that, but I never
So
heard that it
now,
actually...
instead of AlphaDream being bankrupt and trying to get money to make more games by releasing bad remakes, Nintendo owns them and they can just actually make games.
There was also back when, I forgot his name already. I used to know his name. Back when whoever, the first guy after Iwata, was president, and he seemed to have a thing for making remakes. So I didn't know if that was AlphaDream or him. And most likely it's probably a bit of both, especially now that I know that they've been struggling financially. But dude, I didn't know that they officially bought them. So now they're like, I guess second party is what you call it?
Yeah.
They're first party, basically, but they're like...
Nintendo now owns Mario and Luigi.
That's a funny way to put it.
Joke I kept hearing.
The Mario and Luigi series.
The Mario and Luigi franchise, yeah, they own it.
Yeah. Mario and
Finally,
Luigi RPG.
Nintendo owns Mario.
Finally! But
yeah, so now I'm thinking that they're gonna actually start making like actual original games again, which makes me extremely happy.
And they've got a bigger budget, technically, I guess.
Because the Mario and Luigi RPG games are literally my favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
Of all time. Hands down, without even... I can boot one up right now in less than a second.
Yep, his little Game Boy Advance is the SP? Yep, it's the SP.
Ding! You hear that? That's my Game Boy. Get ready for the main theme of
Oh, ready.
Ready? And hopefully they're gonna make a new one of those.
Yes!
My favorite ever.
But yeah, well then that is good news if you're confident in that position, because I remember one of my favorite episodes of ours was we went on a whole tangent about Mario. We talked about like the whole series. And we stopped on Mario and Luigi, and we were like, when are they gonna make like an actual new and good game? Because a lot of people said Paper Jam was subpar. I don't think it was.
Haven't played it
The general
yet.
consensus is it wasn't bad.
I'm scared to play it.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just I would say it's the weakest.
I've never really liked Paper Mario, like modern Paper Mario.
But Super Paper Mario, dude.
Super Paper Mario is an amazing game.
Dude,
But
I'm sure we'd like the first two Paper Marios, but we've only played the ones including and after Super Paper Mario.
Yeah, no. Like Super Paper Mario and before, Super Paper Mario was like the turning point in the design and everything. Everything past that, like the sticker star and the color splash, I just don't really like that aesthetic as much as the original Paper Mario.
Yeah.
It's just not my favorite. Whereas the Mario and Luigi series has always had just so much character and just... it's just everything about it I love so much. So there's that. AlphaDream. Wahoo! And now...
Wahoo!
I'm like, I can't breathe. It's so hot.
What is happening? It is hot.
Go ahead and introduce us to the
We
next...
would open a door to let in some like draft, but
it's hot outside, so I don't want to.
Yeah, he was about to open the window.
Okay, so our next topic. Why don't we, as an intro to the whole Team Trees thing, which we aforementioned in like a couple of minutes here.
Sure.
Why don't we talk briefly about the Mr. Beast controversy thing? I don't know how much you know about it, but maybe you can give your opinions. I can give mine.
Oh yeah. Well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna turn on the fan. Sorry if it makes noise, guys.
Well,
no, actually, I'm not going to. I will suffer the sweat and pain for you.
Really, dude?
Yeah. Anything for the viewers.
I mean, the AC is gonna pop on at some point, anyways.
Yeah.
But
it's not gonna be as loud.
I just sort of heard about it randomly, and there was never really, from what I heard, there was never anything that popped up about Mr. Beast specifically talking against it, but there was also nothing that I saw pop up specifically with evidence in favor of the guy.
He surprisingly did not publicly mention it at all, except for in the form of an interview with Keemstar on Drama Alert.
Geez, Keemstar? Not a huge fan.
Yeah, but no, the only time he ever addressed it was when he was talking to Keemstar on Drama Alert.
Interesting. And I imagine he was on Drama Alert because of that?
Yes.
Huh.
Keemstar contacted him, and he was just talking about how he gave the guy We should probably give context since they don't even.
Yes.
You may or may not.
Yeah.
But basically, this guy, I mean,
I still can't comprehend the full story. There's so many.
This guy worked for him as an editor, and basically his side of the story is that
It starts off almost like he's saying good things about him.
Mr. Beast abused him and like said, "Oh wow, you're doing terrible at editing. Get back to work. You're awful," and like deleted his stuff and made him restart videos and stuff. And the other side is that he basically wanted to stop working for them because he had other personal projects that he wanted to pursue and didn't want to keep working full time for them. And then Mr. Beast said, "Okay, yeah, if you don't want to work full time, then we'll let you go. And because we're looking for somebody more full time, we're happy to let you go." And then he sent him off with what was it, $10,000?
Yeah.
And that was So those are the two sides of the story. And
I guess there's
nothing
really out there
about
to show
it.
either side.
It's just word of mouth for both sides. There's literally no evidence. Well, there's evidence. It's true that Mr. Beast gave him $10,000. So, I mean, take that as you will.
Yeah.
We just don't know whether or not the allegations of him. I'm literally about to pass out from heat. I'm like, do you feel this?
Jeez, dude.
I'm
the one with long hair, but I'm making do.
Since I close this door probably to keep out noise.
Yeah, that is probably it. But yeah, I don't know. A part of me wonders though, because when this first popped up, there were people who were like saying, "Don't you cancel him? Don't you wait?" And I wonder if it weren't for all the stuff before with cancel culture, James, Charles, Pro, Jared, would people have immediately canceled Mr. Beast?
It's unlikely.
You think he's got that much, like, what do you call it? That much
clout.
prestige?
He has he's very highly regarded as a nice guy in general. But I think it's also the fact that
Untouched.
The way that he came out with this information was shady. And then combined with the fact that he never, and still to this point, has never produced any evidence whatsoever.
Yeah, it almost seemed like he had just like a grudge and he wanted to take it out on some remark.
He literally said how he wasn't going to make a video. He said he wasn't going to make a video. And then once his tweet blew up, he said, I'm gonna get home as soon as I can and make a video. So it almost seemed like he was trying to get attention from the whole thing.
That's what I heard a lot of people say.
But it also was dumb for me to look through the comments and just see everybody immediately dismissing him and calling him stupid because
I don't want like it.
There's also no evidence against what he's saying, and there has been at least one other person I think that came out and said stuff about when they were working as an editor for him.
And you always have to realize also that misunderstandings can happen where somebody is being totally honest on both sides, but they still have different stories.
True. That
can always happen.
And I think to some extent that's likely in this scenario.
Yeah, at least to some degree. Now that Jason's been playing with, what do you call these things? A clip?
But yeah, I've given my opinion on Mr. Beast before. I've given my opinion on him. I feel like he's held too highly by some people.
But you do think he's a good person. You've said that.
Yeah, relatively. Yeah.
Just leaving it at, yeah.
He donated $200,000 to the Team Trees thing. Yeah. So I mean that's a lot of money.
And we're gonna wait to get to that.
Okay. Well, now, Ninja and his wife Jessica, they donated on this site, the Team Trees, which we're gonna get into. They donated $10,000. Ninja, $10,000. Mr. Beast donated $200,000. Now, granted, it's his project, but. Think about how dripping in wealth Ninja is, okay?
Yeah.
Jeffree Star gave 5 times as much as he did, $50,000. Just think about that. I'm just saying. Seems a little stingy to me. But then also I guess that's just showing that Mr. Beast does,
generosity.
Philanthropy.
Philanthropy.
But a lot of philanthropists can also be, when you have wealth, there's also
ego.
Yeah,
greed,
stuff that comes with that.
On the flip side.
But yeah, Team Trees. I seriously don't know how you don't know about this.
I'm sorry, dude.
But, so basically, obviously everybody was saying, once Mr. Beast hit 20 million, everybody was like in the comments spamming like, make sure Mr. Beast sees this, he should plant 20 million trees for his 20 million subscribers. And like, obviously there's no way for one person or even a group of people working with him to plant 20 million trees.
So it seems.
So what he's done is he worked with Mark Rober, which you probably don't know by his name, and you might know that by the fact that he has a YouTube channel where he does science stuff. But he's a former NASA person, and basically, I'm sorry, I'm literally getting asthma right now.
Basically, I'm asthma.
Basically, he worked with him to set up this organization called Team Trees, but it's going through. It's called National Arbor Day something. It's a organization that plants trees.
Yes.
And so
I'm
basically,
all for the trees. I love trees.
Have said for every dollar that they get through donations, they are planting one tree. So basically, the goal is $20 million for the 20 million trees.
Dude, they're gonna
And the goal is to do it by the end of the year.
They gotta replant the Amazon rainforest.
Yeah, that's what people are saying. They've already reached $4 million, which is honestly huge. Like, that is huge. 2 days, $4 million raised.
That is extremely impressive.
It's huge, but it's because it's all over YouTube. They've collaborated with...
It's become like a trend. Like the ALS bucket challenge. But it's even more impressive because...
This whole 20 million... He's been at 20 million for a long time now. This thing has been a long work in progress. This stuff happened like 6 months ago almost, is when this whole idea started. Yep. So they've collaborated with so many YouTubers to get this whole thing around. PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, and then all these other science channels, stuff like that. But just to name like some bigger people like that, namely PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, people like those that are just huge, like giants on YouTube. All of these people they reached out to and are all collaborating with these people. Literally go to anybody that you know that's pretty famous or pretty popular. They probably have something relating to Team Trees right now, which is why I'm shocked that you haven't heard anything.
I'm so sorry. I've been absent from the
I am honestly like, if you literally go on YouTube right now, you'll in less than a second just be able to find one on your homepage, something about Team Trees.
Something.
Instantly.
Okay, I'll be on the lookout. I bet it will pop up now that you said it.
It's pretty amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
But yeah, it's like I said though. It is. You're making it sound almost like the ALS ice bucket challenge that happened back in the day. It's like a trend now. It's catching on.
Yeah, kind of.
But it's interesting that this is getting so much momentum.
It's like it reminds me of.
That's easier. Like pouring cold water on your head is something that is perceivably free. Like obviously you use resources, but this is a donation. This isn't just raising awareness. So it's like a much bigger step, but it's got so much momentum.
Honestly, what I'm relating it to, especially because it's this...
Yes, I'm sure you have a better metaphor than me.
No, the time of year. It's reminding me a lot of last year, the PewDiePie versus T-Series thing.
Oh my goodness.
Where the whole internet is banding together for this kind of thing. And like,
trends get things happening.
Rallying almost. But
you never think you'd get so many people to like stand outside of a military base.
No offense, but this is a much more significant than PewDiePie versus T-Series, or much more productive, I guess.
Of course, yes. So that's another thing too, because it's really easy to like hop on a trend when it's just for fun too. But this is serious and it's a donation.
My initial concern,
it's a real movement.
Is to be honest, are this organization gonna be able to honestly plant like all these trees? Like, is it?
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes whenever you
what
donate,
they're actually capable.
Whenever you donate this amount of money, or when as a mass you're like trying to come together to raise this much money, you always have to think like, okay, how much of that money might be getting lost? If you get what I'm saying, is there any corruption going on?
Yeah, I never noticed
anybody taking money
when to trust charities or not and stuff like that.
Like they're saying $1 per tree. Obviously, trees don't cost $1 flat. Where's the under or over going? So I don't know.
We'll have to wait and see. Jason and me will be there to count literally every single tree.
So that's just my fear. I don't want something to go wrong now in the process, but just to see people come together is always a cool thing. So that's why I think it's cool. And also, anytime a trend like this happens, it's just like free views for everybody.
I know.
But it's not a bad thing. It's almost just like helping the economy.
It would seem
it's not like an
imbalance. It's not like it's for a good cause.
It's not an imbalance in views either. It's just like everybody's getting more views. It's just like boosting the economy literally of YouTube.
I mean, this is a good example of like a win-win.
Yeah.
Just for everyone.
Which is why I said, and which is why I had an idea for a video I'm going to do on Team Trees.
Oh boy.
Because I'm
I thought you were gonna say you start your own channel.
I'm formulating for my return to YouTube since I haven't uploaded in a long time. Because I'm really trying to find more direction in what I'm doing, and I think I'm gonna stop Minecraft videos.
Really?
Because it's just.
But you gotta beat the Ender Dragon in
I know.
the hardcore world
After I
first.
beat the Ender Dragon, I'm probably.
What
going
about the Wither?
Which is no.
Which
is probably gonna be in like a couple episodes, but they're just I don't like recording them as much. I don't like editing them as much.
It's gonna be disappointing if you die at the Ender Dragon, though.
It's just that
you had so much trouble not looking at Enderman when you did it.
Oh my word! You're not letting me talk. The Minecraft content. If the content isn't, it's not as fun for me to make as other content, and that's how I know I should be focusing on other stuff that I like making more.
Understandably.
So there's obviously the motivation of, well, I have to finish the series or whatever, and people want me to keep making the videos, but at some point I'm going to have to stop that and focus on other things, and hopefully people can enjoy those as well. Now, if you would please take over talking for a minute so I can catch my breath.
Oh, really? Yeah, because you did all the talking there. Most of the rest of my topics are still video game based. Back when we were still talking about Ring Fit Adventure, I was going to talk about, well, pardon me for losing my train of thought, but, oh yeah, there's been a lot of funny stuff that goes on with it. Do you remember the original commercial for it? Everyone was talking about how, like, weird the actors in it were.
Yeah.
Like
sounds like Nintendo. It's like 1-2 Switch.
They were all quirky and on edge.
It sounds like 1-2 Switch to me.
Well, actually, it's kind of neat because it's like a full adventure game, even if it's in like this weird.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the advertising.
The style.
It was kind of like it, and kind of like Labo too.
But for like a different demographic.
Yeah,
like Labo was for a younger demographic. This is for an older demographic.
Well, what I understand is it's supposed to be like kind of like a Wii Fit on the Switch, right? Mixed with an adventure game.
Yes, which makes it more
appealing. Weird hybrid, but it's more appealing. Yeah,
but when they made Wii Fit, that was legitimately for an older audience. Or, well, for a wide audience that included an older audience.
More adult, obviously.
Yes, because obviously little kids
don't need to get fit.
Yeah, but with that, I've seen like some funny images of people like commenting on like buying it online. Like they're old people who have no idea what video games are, and they're asking like really dumb questions like, will this work do I need a Nintendo Switch to play this game? Will this work on my son's Vita?
PS Vita.
Yeah, it's stupid stuff like that, and it's kind of hilarious to see how out of touch people are. Don't make fun of old people though. I don't like people who are just like these old people. Boomers and zoomers. Oh, they don't know arbitrary details about modern culture.
Literally, the trend nowadays is just to group somebody into a larger group of people, like a generation, and then make fun of that generation as a whole.
Yeah, and then it's just a battle between the generations.
Nowadays,
whichever one you are, is the one.
Nowadays, we make fun of boomers, millennials, and now the recently coined term Zoomers for Gen Z, which is, the youngest generation. So we got boomers, we got Zoomers, and we got millennials.
Wasn't there a Generation X? Or is that the newest?
I think that's the next generation.
Okay. So what, we're going up the alphabet?
I guess so.
Z, X, Y? What happens when they get to Gen A? Gen double Z? Zoomers. Zoom.
So, yeah. Please, to tie it back to the Buzzfeed article, please don't clump people into any groups, really. Yeah. Unless it's for the sake of convenience.
I'm going to give that BuzzFeed, I guess it's an article. It's more of a quiz, but it was almost like presented like an article.
Leave a comment.
I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and say it was meant as a joke, because obviously
I would
how
like
could you take
to think
that seriously?
so as well.
And BuzzFeed is another thing too. There are so many times I see people get upset about stuff like BuzzFeed, and I'm just like, A, how many people actually see the stuff that they put out that is dumb? And B, how much of that dumb stuff is obviously just a joke?
Well, people just take... BuzzFeed is notorious for their quizzes, and if you get entertainment from taking BuzzFeed quizzes, go right on ahead. If that's what brings you joy in life, if you want to know which Disney princess you are, if you want to know which continental breakfast type you are, go ahead.
I mean...
Are you European breakfast, or are you South Asian breakfast?
I don't even know what the difference is. So don't English people eat beans for breakfast?
Yeah, I think so. I heard that.
Beans.
I think Kalen told us that. Anyways, what were we talking about?
The only other thing I was going to say, I feel like this is for a mature but not necessarily older demographic. Well, because that's what the adventure
They can only be so mature when the point of the game is you squeezing a ring back and forth.
Yeah,
so
but I mean, it's good. It's actually, that's like, Wii Fit had like yoga and stuff, which is like flexibility and like general fitness. But this is more like muscular. I feel like this is more multi-purpose.
Right, and aerobic at the same time. It's muscular and aerobic.
Yeah. If I were the kind of person who didn't have the will, who actually wanted to exercise and didn't have the willpower, but still had the time to do like regular exercises, then I would get this. But
actually, you know, I see where you're coming from. It's actually almost a good purchase. Like, it's a fun way to get exercise, and it's not even a bad way.
I literally can't imagine a funner way to get.
Honestly, honestly, you just changed my mind. I don't know what just clicked.
I just sold you. Nintendo, hire me for your marketing.
Something just clicked, and
I'll just talk to people.
Now I honestly really want the game. I hope it's long though. Like that's the only thing.
Have you not seen it? It's like, and it's got like RPG style battles in it, where the execution is how well you do.
I just hope that like.
And that's kind of cool too, because it's like, imagine you're like doing this stuff, and you actually, it's like you put effort, and it's reflected in your.
Well, I just hope. It's a long game, because if people are like using this to exercise long term, then it better be a long game, you know what I mean?
I mean, this might really instill like good behavior in people too, because they get rewarded for like their performance through the like, you know, people talking about time about games rewarding bad things, points for killing people.
Well, you also should learn to do stuff without seeing a visible reward, you know?
Yeah.
Just for the virtue.
I mean, that just comes with life, because, you know, you're obviously going to be doing something.
Well, I'm saying you don't always want to just train yourself with, wow, if I exercise, I'll get free points on this video game.
I'll collect coins for killing the trolls.
But I get what you're saying. It's a good incentive to at least help start developing those good habits of exercise and whatever.
And it looks like there's a ton of like unique charm in it and everything. You know, just that cool Nintendo stuff. Yeah. I told you, I described it as one of those wonky out there like peripheral or like gimmick, but good gimmick.
I will
based
always
Nintendo
support
games.
Peripheral-based Nintendo games. They're the best.
Yeah, but
Nintendo Labo.
There's a new Brain Age coming out, dude, and it looks cool. There's like a multiplayer versus mode where you like trying to like.
I thought I heard something about the new Brain Age, and people said it was bad.
Really? Oh, I was so hyped.
Can you remind me about? Well, is it out yet?
I don't know if it's out yet. I don't think.
Can you remind me? I thought I heard something about it. And
it looked cool. There were so many interesting little like games on it, and then you could do a versus where there would be like timed mental puzzles against you and another.
No, I remember it now. They were making fun of the advertisement.
They were just making fun of the ad.
The advertisement. I think it was for Brain Age. No, it might have been for an app. No, I think it was for Brain Age. Yeah. I think they were making fun of an advertisement for it. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Well, they did that with the Wii Fit.
It was this
Ring
mom.
Fit.
It was this mom like doing the addition on it, and it was like something super simple, like 4 + 3. And
oh my goodness!
And she started freaking out and wrote 8 or something, and then she started like yelling at her son or something.
Oh my word!
And I don't remember what the context of the ad was, the context. And then somebody in they responded to it, and they were like, maybe if you don't know how to add 4 + 3, you shouldn't be getting mad at your son or something. Like,
I know.
Something like that.
Yeah, because I was thinking Brain Age is like, especially when you already have games in the series, I wouldn't think that it'd be something that'd be easy to mess up.
I remember that because I saw something. It was in the ad. It was like they were competing.
There's also apparently a new Cooking Mama coming out.
Cooking Mama for Smash. Woo, woo.
Dude, Cooking Mama would actually be a pretty cool assist trophy.
Oh, we can talk about Fortnite Season 2.
Oh yeah,
I mean Chapter 2.
Yeah, I was gonna put that off as a big topic.
Well,
I didn't
did you
know
have
if you
anything
wanted
else?
to talk about Luigi's Mansion first.
Okay, you can. I don't have much to say about it, so I'll let you rattle on.
Luigi's Mansion or Halloween, because then also on another game-related note, we were just talking, and another Luigi-related note, we were just talking about how Mario Kart Tour doesn't even have Luigi. Halloween update got Luigi now. Apparently he's a Halloween-specific character now.
I don't really care about Mario Kart Tour. I uninstalled it. So,
really?
Yeah.
I was waiting. I knew it would happen eventually. But Waluigi Pinball hasn't been in a Mario Kart game since DS, has it? But it's like everyone's favorite stage, and they added it. King Boo is is a character in Mario Kart Tour now, and he keeps his Luigi's Mansion design, where he's all creepy with the crystal crown.
Okay, calm down. You're like looking at me right now, and your eyes are so wide. You're like, King Boo. They added King Boo to Mario Kart Tour.
I just find it interesting that
the game that I don't even have, and I've never played.
Yeah, I still think it's kind of a cash grab, but I think it's interesting that they kept the design.
Very much a cash grab.
Yeah, kinda is being too generous.
Okay, Luigi's Mansion. What about Luigi's Mansion?
Are you not just hyped about it? I remember a while ago we were talking about how hyped we were about it.
When is it coming out?
Halloween.
Wait, this Halloween?
On Halloween, yes.
This Halloween?
Yes, it comes out on Halloween.
That's pretty...
And I've already seen people like...
Wait, that's really stupid. I can't play it on Halloween then. Dang it, bro.
Jeez, dude. Well,
It's
neither
true.
can I.
You said this before.
I know.
This before.
It is. I would love to play it on Halloween. It was a tradition that we would always play the original Luigi's Mansion on Halloween.
For some
'Cause you
reason,
could
I feel like
beat it
it's
in one
not
day.
gonna be. It's not gonna live up to the hype, though.
But I've seen
It's just a fear I always have.
only
with
in a
sequels.
few cases. I actually really do feel like it's gonna live up. Have you seen the cutscenes? They're like so smooth and intricately made.
I'm not.
They're very charming. They're like remember the quirky and charming cutscenes from Dark Moon?
Yeah.
They're like that, but pumped up, and they're better quality because it's on a higher. It's a home console. Hybrid.
When you put the facial expressions to 200%.
Yes.
That's all I thought of when you said hyped up.
Hyped up.
What was the other thing you were gonna talk about? That's it.
No, I mean, well, except Halloween. You got anything
What
to say
about
about
Halloween? I hate Halloween. Do you want to talk about opinions
hate
about
Halloween?
the holiday? Because I hate it.
Why do you hate Halloween?
I don't. Okay, listen. It is a Satanist pagan holiday, and I'm not gonna celebrate it.
Jeez, dude. It can't be Satanist
No.
and pagan at the same time.
Well, if you're saying that pagans don't believe in Satan, is that what you're saying?
Pagan is like a polytheistic thing, isn't it?
No.
Then,
I thought
hold on, I'm
No, I
learning
thought
Middle Ages history here.
pagan. I thought meant no, like completely non-religious.
No. Pagan. I know pagan is a religious thing.
Okay,
It's-
well then, if it's polytheistic,
like-
how is there not a Satan? Are you saying there's no like Satan in
well, because
polytheism?
Satan comes from Christianity,
yeah,
which is a
but
monotheistic
any
thing.
sort of devil-based, like
True, you can say satanic. I don't know if Satanist is the right word.
okay.
But if this isn't a tangent,
Well, it
I don't know
doesn't
what
matter.
is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because that was a joke.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it is derived from a pagan holiday. You know,
Yeah.
every fifth grader.
So is Christmas, by date at least.
every fifth grader that also tells you about how there's a fourth state of matter is also going to tell you that. You know, there's.
What about plasma?
What about plasma?
Oh yeah, what about super solids?
Actually, Jesus wasn't born on Christmas, and it's a pagan holiday, so yeah, checkmate atheists.
Checkmate, isn't it checkmate
Yeah,
the opposite of that?
Christians. We all know those people.
Those people.
But
But let's not get wrapped up in them. Let's talk about why you apparently hate Halloween.
I've never liked it. I just don't get the appeal of it.
Free candy, and you get to
But free
dress up
candy,
as.
you don't eat. You have a hoard of candy that you haven't and never will eat.
Because I know I have no more candy. It's the same reason why I don't spend money anymore.
You're gonna-
Because I have no income. I don't
Okay.
go trick or treating anymore.
Hello, 21-year-old man. You're gonna go.
I'm 22 now. My birthday was a few days ago.
Hello, I forgot about that because that's how unimportant you are to my life. Sit down.
Okay.
Hello, 22-year-old man. You're gonna go outside dressed up as Luigi? No.
We did that.
Yeah, we did.
And you were Mario just because you were shorter than me at the time.
You're gonna go dress up as Mario and go get candy? No, you're not going to. First of all, you're not gonna participate. Second of all, if you got candy from trick-or-treating, you're not gonna eat it because you don't eat candy.
I ate the final part of a Easter bunny today, and then. Which
Yeah,
I know
and it's
that's been
probably-
a while. It's been a while since Easter. But I finished it, which means I eat it.
It's literally been like 7 months since Easter, Jonathan.
Look, no, dude, the thing is, I want to eat more candy now, but, like, there's just so much of it. And then there's no, like, designated candy eating. Candy isn't at the top of my priority list.
You have candy from like 4 years ago. You just need to throw it away.
But that's the thing. I hate wasting food of any kind. And my parents always say candy isn't
Then you
food,
should
but
have
it is
ate
food.
it. You should have ate it when you got it. It's too late now. And now if you just keep it, you're going to keep not eating all your candy and you're going to keep wasting it.
I need
You're
someone like
wasting
you.
more by not throwing it away.
I need someone like you to hold me. Wait, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because you keep holding on to this old candy when you should just restart and then you would be wasting more because you're going to be eating the new stuff as it
Here's
rolls
what
in.
I need. I need someone like you to hold me responsible to eat some of this candy every day until
I don't
want
to talk about candy ethics. I want to talk about why
Candy
I don't
ethics?
like Halloween. I don't.
Well, then get to it.
I don't like it.
You're dodging
I just don't like it. I don't know.
That's what you keep
I
saying.
know. I realize that I don't have a reason. I just
How could
don't
you dislike
like it.
Halloween? It's like the second most popular holiday next to
Oh, I'm
Christmas.
gonna go dress up in a costume and knock on strangers' doors
Okay.
and get candy that might be laced with marijuana.
That doesn't happen.
Okay,
to
that
normal
last part
people.
was a boomer.
Yeah, and that was
comment.
taking it a bit too far too. I mean, I realize that does technically happen on some level, but you're also not going to get many
When it
razor
happens,
blades and apples either.
there's literally probably just like No, it probably happens in the hood, but they're just okay
I still
with
can't
it.
believe that people used to do the razor blades and apples thing. First of all, how do you fall for that? How do you not notice that?
What, razor blades and apple?
Yeah.
What do you mean, how do you not notice that?
Did someone's put a
That
razor
there's a
blade?
hole in the apple?
Yeah! How do you not notice that someone slid a razor blade in your apple? And then eventually in your mouth?
You
I don't know. I almost feel like that's
But
a
that's
myth.
why I hate Halloween. End of podcast, end of story.
No, look, cosplay isn't for everyone. But some people love dressing up as characters because they love... Do you not like fictional characters? Do you not like having fun?
Yeah, Princess Peach, so hot. Like,
I'm not talking about the people who dress up as hot characters. Just enjoy fiction. Or dress up as not hot characters and try to make them hot.
I've never felt the desire to dress up as somebody that I'm not. I've never liked dressing up. Period.
I mean, I don't really either outside of the context of showing appreciation
I think
for
that's
something
actually
I like.
what it is. I hate, like, seeing people, like, being cringy, dressing up as cringy.
I don't know, dude. If I had the
Zombies.
lifestyle flexibility, I
It's
would
either-
cosplay and I would go to, like, cons and stuff.
People either dress up as zombies and, like, Frankensteins and typical gross, cringy
Well, yeah, I'm more into people dressing
Halloween
up
stuff.
as something not, like, Halloween themed. You just dress up as whatever
Or
you
they
want.
dress up, or they're weebs and they dress up as, like, anime characters or, like, Attack on Titan
Well, I
jackets
do
and
think
stuff.
that for the sake of the people who are like, oh, and who are you? You should dress up as someone people will recognize.
So it's mostly just, like, the cringe factor of dressing up.
Jeez,
for
dude,
me.
you're so unfestive.
I'm so, yeah.
Even if you don't like candy that much, though, I don't see how you could, like, turn down sweets. They're just, like...
I feel like if done properly, I wouldn't feel like if I didn't feel like I was cringing at myself wearing the costume, like when we dressed up as Ash and Pikachu, and I was just Pikachu wearing a yellow sweater.
But that
with,
looks
like,
so
the
good.
ears.
We didn't win anybody because no one knew who I was. They only recognized
Okay,
you.
your Ash costume was pretty good.
It
I'm not
was
gonna lie.
good.
But my Pikachu,
I
I
drew
was
the little bolts
literally
on my
just
cheeks.
I was just literally just a little boy dressed up
Well,
as a
I kept
Pikachu.
wanting to add stuff to your costume, but there wasn't much we could do to, like, really make it look better.
And I burnt my hand on hot glue.
Really? Oh, but that was the
Wait,
same...
you don't remember that?
Was that? Yeah,
When
I do remember
when
that.
I
do.
caught the hot glue.
Yeah, it was so dumb. The glue was dripping on the table. And it was like, oh, I'll catch it. In, like, a moment
Yeah.
of lapse of judgment.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But that was that. We didn't win anything because, like, no one recognized me and because Jason's costume was so simple on its own. It worked better as a duo outfit.
But also we just
That was the party where they had the bowls of candy out and you guessed how many are in it. And I guessed exactly.
Didn't you guess 256?
No, I wanted to guess it because it's my lucky number. Then I was like, this is too many. I realized that. So I literally cut it in half and said 128.
Oh, you did?
And that was it.
Oh, that's still a power of 2. So.
Yeah. And we
There
won,
you
and we
go.
got to take home the container with the candy
bowl.
and the candy
The
in
Black
it.
Cat Bowl. Pretty nice bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. Well, that's the other thing.
That's one of my best Halloween
Our
memories.
neighborhood is just like not good for trick or
And that's
treating.
after we both stopped actually trick-or-treating.
We
was
have
it
a
not?
small, we have a small neighborhood, and now everyone's grown up. We're like,
Yeah.
nobody really even trick or treats anymore,
I
except for a
want-
couple of kids on our
I
street.
keep... For the longest time, I felt like...
Shh, I was trying to say something.
Oh, sorry.
So if we were to do something, we would have to do like what we did there, which was trunk or treat. It was at
Yeah.
a church that my friend invited me to. So it would be something like that would make more sense. But then once again, it was all old people there, and they didn't even recognize when I was dressed as Luigi. Like, seriously?
Did they recognize Mario? I mean, how Luigi's not far off.
There was
from
no
it.
Mario. I was dressing
What?
up as Luigi with the Poltergeist, Luigi's Mansion.
Oh yeah,
That was the first year. And
that
then
was
the next year
after,
we did
'cause I couldn't-
Ash and Pikachu.
No, but that was after we both went together as Mario and Luigi.
No, it was
too.
before.
It was?
No, yeah, after. That was when we were kids, when we dressed up as Mario and Luigi.
Yes.
Trunk or Treat, that was with Austin.
Yes.
And I'm saying that was before Ash and Pikachu. I dressed up as Luigi.
And you had a vacuum cleaner. You
I had
brought
the
on your back.
Poltergeist. But still, I had a green cap with an L on it and overalls. I mean,
Bro.
seriously?
That's sad. Those people they're out of touch.
They were like beyond boomers. What's the generation? I don't know.
Beyond boomer.
What's the generation above baby boomers?
I definitely don't think there's a slang term for it. But yeah, I don't know.
I
what it
don't
is.
actually know. But I think they might have honestly been in that generation because they were
Bro.
some of them were very old churchgoers. But
Dude, then I'm sure their whole day was just, and what are you? And what are you? And what
Probably-
are you?
no,
Well, that's very nice.
probably-
Have some candy.
Probably because the rest of the kids were just like wearing zombie masks that they got from Walmart,
It's
which
like,
is
oh-
why I hate Halloween.
Oh, you're green and you look gross. You must be a zombie.
Oh, I love your
It's like,
costume.
no, I'm not wearing a costume. I'm just wearing a green shirt. Why'd you call me gross?
But yeah, I wouldn't know what I would dress like right now. If you ask me, like, I have no idea what.
Right now, you're dressed as a shirtless boy.
I have no idea what idea
Beanpole.
I would say. Like, what would I dress up as for Halloween?
Tangent.
Actually, I just got an idea because you said Beanpole. Joker from Persona would actually be a really cool one to do. And he's really skinny and tall, so I mean, it works.
Dude, you actually would look good as Joker.
That would be pretty cool.
But then I'd want to go with you, and who would I be?
Morgana.
I knew you were going to say that. I just wear like those cheap like cattier things.
I don't know enough about the game.
And every time you say trick or treat, I'm just like looking cool.
You would have to be the blonde guy.
Blonde. Oh yeah, I haven't played any
that
Persona.
blonde guy.
I know who you're talking about. But I
That
don't
or
know
the
him.
girl. The blonde girl.
Gonna cross dress for this Halloween.
You are 70% gay.
Apparently being gay just means not being masculine. So sure, I can cross dress.
Being gay means you don't have an American flag in your living room.
Yeah, that was one of the questions. Do you have a wooden American flag?
So specific too.
Yeah, I know. It's so
A wooden
weird.
American flag in your living room. It said, I think.
Yeah, or just your room. But
Wow.
here's my tangent, and here was what I was gonna start with. I've always fantasized, because I really do like Halloween, of going trick-or-treating again and going like far, so we can actually get to houses that care. Because I know you said our neighborhood grew up.
You just have to pull
smaller.
up in a random neighborhood. You actually.
Yeah, that really
it makes
isn't-
a lot of sense. They won't.
It's just
They might,
it's more of a trip.
They
if
might
you
not
really
know
care.
who you are, but you can just go to a random
Yeah.
neighborhood.
And I'm sure they're used to
You know-
getting out of town people.
Yeah, people.
They're not all going to be people they
People
know.
used to talk about like, oh, I got the streets with the good candy.
Yeah, the good candy.
Actually, you know what would be really funny?
And they'll be like, don't go by that house. They give out vegetables.
When I wanted to get lake water for my
Tacticals.
science fair project, we had to talk to some.
Yes.
We had to ask people to get to the lake.
Yeah.
Right? We like knocked on the door, like, hey, can I go through your property to get to that lake there to get
Yeah.
some water for my project? What if we went trick or treating on their street, and I met that person again? Because
It was like, hey, you remember me, Lake Water Boy?
yeah, exactly. No, we met this woman. We knocked on her door. There, her baby. It was like a not quite a baby. It was like a toddler. Well, somewhere in between baby and toddler, I guess. But she was just looking at the window when we knocked on and like rang the doorbell and knocked on the door. She was looking at the window and she was like trying to talk to us through the window. She was like,
Bro, that's kind of adorable.
and then I thought she said they're here, and I was like, the prophecy. She was like looking around there.
It's
She's
the
like,
chosen
they're
warrior.
here. They're
You shall
here.
return on Halloween night.
And yeah, I know. And the funny thing was that she's a science teacher. And
No
so
way.
She was like, I'm all for science. Yeah, go ahead.
That's awesome, dude.
And then as we were leaving, the kids started crying.
Bro,
So
he didn't want you to
that'd
leave.
be funny
She
if we
didn't
came
want you to
back,
leave.
and I'd be like, if in
Well,
costume,
and you
she
come
might not
back and
recognize me.
come back and she's still crying, and then as soon as she sees you, she's like, she lightens up as a smile.
Yeah, no, like she doesn't recognize, but the baby is just like, they're back.
They're back. The
The
prophecy is
prophecy
fulfilled.
fulfilled. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's great. But I've always wanted to, and I've always wanted to upscale it because we can't really do our neighborhood anymore. But for the longest time, I felt like I couldn't because the last time I did go trick or treating, the last house we went to, we told the guy, "Hey, I'm not going trick or treating anymore." And he was like, "Oh, I know how it is. You grow up." And he was like, "Here, have some extra candy." And it was like, if I lied to him, then I let him down.
Dude,
and gave
we
me
gotta
extra
get the dots and the milk duds, the rare candies that are
Dude,
my favorite.
I don't think dots exist. I think it's a myth.
Dots are a myth, bro.
I remember them, but I don't think they exist anymore. I have had milk duds recently, though. I don't remember where I got them. I think they were handed out by a teacher at Halloween, actually. A professor. Sorry, I'm in college now. But yeah, now it's been so long that might as well have been my last trick-or-treat, and then this is just an outlier. So I don't feel bad about it anymore. And so then, further on, here's the little thing about me. When I have nothing else to do, and I'm just trying to think ahead in life, I have fake conversations with people in my head. And that's helpful for the podcast because it helps me plan what we might say. And there was this long tangent where, and hold on, because I'm literally going to recite this entire fake conversation between you and me.
Okay.
There was this tangent where because we were talking about Spider-Man back in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which we still cared about at the time that I was thinking about it. That led on to us talking about the Joker movie that exists now that everybody's got whatever opinions on, just because, that's based off of a superhero thing. Joker is the villain in Batman. And I was going to talk about how YouTube, knows that I like anime, so they keep recommending me. You wait.
End of podcast. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
You wait. It's gonna loop around. It knows that I like anime, so it keeps recommending me dumb random clips from stupid anime nobody cares about because it thinks it satiates me. And then the thing is, every now and then I click on them just because they won't go away and because I'm bored anyways, and then it just redoes the cycle. But now it's finally realized that I actually don't care. And so instead it started recommending me videos about comic books and related media for comic book characters like movies, games, old cartoon series. And the sad thing is, even though I had no interest in them prior, that worked. I'm actually hooked on them now. I want to start reading comic books. And the thing that I got most hooked on was Batman. Yeah. Batman has some interesting villains and characters. And that's how that relates to the Joker. So I was thinking, the perfect...
Wait, that wasn't the tangent? That was just a tangent within the tangent?
Yes, and it loops back around.
Well, okay, let me make a comment first. Based off of what you just said there, I strongly think that you should have been the one that was 81% gay.
Yes.
Yes. And I should have been the 70% gay. Because... comic books should have been on that checklist.
But I really am interested in comic books now, and I've found several.
I have always hated comic books and superheroes.
What?
With a passion.
How can you hate superheroes? I mean, I can understand if you think it's an overdone genre, but aside from how many there are, how can you just dislike the idea?
It's just such a childish superheroes. Look, the Flash, he can run super fast, and Superman can pretty much do everything.
Dude,
he's just so strong.
Dude, that's why I love Batman so much. Because Batman is from DC, the same ones that make the Flash, where he's just
why are you standing up screaming and not talking into the microphone?
Because I'm trying to get your attention. That's why I like Batman so much. Because he's from the same universe as Superman, who's, I can do anything because I'm strong and I can fly, but I don't like green crystals.
But he doesn't have superpowers. He's just a normal human.
Yes, and the Flash, who's
cool.
I'm so fast I can do anything. And it's how do you make that interesting? And the Green Lantern's I can make anything because I want to. It's how do you make that interesting? But then there's Batman, and he's literally just a dude, and most of his villains are just dudes. And it's crazy. They actually make it interesting. And I'm how is this from the same people? That's why I'm interested in it.
Okay.
And that's how, and also, you're saying it's so childish. Batman's really
We're
mature.
running out of time to have this conversation now.
Yeah,
the
if you want to
podcast needs to be over soon. So.
Here's the thing. I've got the perfect group outfit for all of us. Dad's coming with us. He's gonna be Batman.
Oh, no.
You're Robin. And I'm the Joker. Would I not be a great Joker?
One time I was depressed. I'm gonna dress up as the Joker, guys.
The problem is I'd have to shave though. But then if I gel my hair back, I could be a great Joker.
I feel like you only want to be the Joker because you were depressed once, and you're yeah, I really relate to the Joker.
No, because you keep making fun of my crazy laugh, but now it'll come in handy. Now you'll see. And you'd make a great Robin. You've got the boyish charm.
I hate everything about superheroes, and you will never get me to dress up as
And Dad would make a great Batman, except his voice is not intimidating.
One time I played Lego Batman, and I played as...
Don't judge anything off of the Lego version.
And I played as Robin. And that doesn't relate to our story at all, but I just thought I should mention that.
But Jason, the first Robin in all the continuities of Batman, I'm pretty sure all of them, is named Jason.
I'm literally gonna pee my pants. Oh,
his name is Jason.
It's meant to be.
Yes.
I really wish Dad was the Joker though, so he would be the villain. That's more fitting.
Really? He doesn't look like the Joker though.
No, but for our dad to be the villain is fitting. I'm saying.
Why? Do you hate your dad?
Yes, literally.
Whoa.
Any chance to beat him up would just it's so good. I'm just kidding. I love my parents, and so should you. I don't know what's happening to the podcast.
I don't know what's happening either, dude. This is crazy.
You started talking about superheroes. And
maybe you should be the Joker, dude.
It went very far downhill once you started talking about superheroes because nobody cares about them, likes them, wants them.
Wait, will you watch Marvel movies?
Yes, and I've always thought that the fact that Marvel is such a cultural phenomenon is so stupid.
Don't you love Spider-Man? I love Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is amazing. Spider-Man is so good.
Yes! And Ant-Man. I love Ant-Man.
You know why Spider-Man's good? Because
They're apparently making an Ant-Man 3.
He's also a normal human. He's like the most relatable superhero.
Yes! This is what I'm telling you. Spider-Man's my favorite.
He gives the one power that anybody could not argue with having, which is practically flight.
Yes, but that's the cool thing is because it's not actually flight. It has limitations.
Flight, but it also has benefits as being that you can pull stuff and kill people with it.
Yeah.
Like, you could just, like...
Technically speaking, he does have powers, though. He's got, like, enhanced strength, spidey senses.
Oh, did you leave your bottle of water over there on the floor?
Yes.
Thwip.
Dude, I can't tell you how many times I wish I just had, like, an infinite length lasso.
That is called lazy. Laze.
I realize
That's called lazy.
There's no way Spider-Man...
Spider-Man.
If Spider-Man wasn't constantly fighting crime, he would just be the biggest couch potato in the world.
Well, Into the Spider-Verse, that's canon. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Well, that was more because he's, like, depressed because his wife left him. But
no, don't you press that stop button.
I'm not. I actually don't know why I had... I mean, in the movie... But no, did you hear they're making a second Into the Spider-Verse, by the way?
Really?
Yeah, you didn't
I
know?
was getting all hyped up just now because I heard there was going to be an Ant-Man 3.
We're starting way too much stuff. We just need to... I'm trying to find
I'm okay with this being a bit longer. We've had like almost 1 minute 30s before because we're catching up on a lot.
Well, that's true. We missed.
This is a season 2 premiere of the podcast.
Yeah, but I kind of have other stuff that I want to do with my life today.
That's fine. We won't take too long.
Well, is there any closing remarks then that you had? I mean, there's not much more for us to talk about.
I just think that I would make a good Joker and you'd make a good Robin and Dad would make a good Batman as long as he doesn't speak because he does not sound like Batman.
Oh, I'm Batman.
Yeah, imagine Dad trying to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm Batman.
You'd be the best Batman.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, you should be Batman. Dad should be Joker. And
Dad does not look like the Joker though because he's too buff.
You know what? It doesn't matter because we're not doing this anyways because I'm not dressing up as a superhero. I'm dressing up as Joker.
Yeah, exactly. You're dressing up as a sidekick.
I'm dressing up as Joker.
Oh, that was the other reason why I thought it was funny that you brought that up.
Listen.
Dressing up as Joker.
Listen. Think about it. Imagine me dressed up as Joker.
It's
so fitting.
It would be rad.
So fitting.
But then I have to be Morgana. You're not going trick-or-treating without me. I'm going with you.
Literally just buy one of those giant Morgana
It'll be complicated because I'll have to drive home back to school at the end.
Buy one
just
of those
for one more day.
Giant Morgana suits, Jonathan.
Those?
Like the one that Sakurai, there's that picture of him.
Do those exist outside of like Japan or weird conventions or something?
Maybe you could find one.
Gotta steal one.
If not, you have
Gotta
to
do like
one.
in the TV shows, beat someone up behind an alley and just take their outfit.
No, you should dress up as the blonde guy and we should literally just like rent a cat or something.
Dude, that would be adorable. And he just follows us.
Yeah.
He'd totally get run over or lost. There's no way we'd...
How would you just hold him? Don't let him just walk.
It's a cat. Cats don't obey you as much.
You just let a black cat... Well, that's
It's a cat we don't even know.
It would be hard to hold a cat.
Yeah, it's like holding a liquid. I mean, what if I told you you had to carry like a punch bowl, but the bowl isn't there, so the punch is just in your arms? I don't know why I came up with that analogy.
And then the punch would fall in the street and get run over by a car, apparently. You sure do love Halloween.
Oh my goodness.
Like, imagine a holding punch, but there's no bowl, so it's just punch in your arm.
I don't know why I said that. Oh my goodness. Any closing remarks on Halloween?
Nope.
So you're really motivated for this Joker thing.
Okay, let's not talk. That should have been the end right there.
No, because we got to talk about Fortnite Season 2.
Oh, because you never let me talk about it.
Yeah, you know it. Because, first of all, I remember there were like stories of people freaking out. Those little kids were getting mad because there was a black hole in place of their Fortnite for however many days. They're like, where's my Fortnite?
No.
Oh, and of course, I gotta say, again, we're back to Fortnite on the podcast. Can't escape.
You're misinterpreting that. It's because the black hole was the whole Battle Royale thing. You know, it's all about the Battle Royale is the next season.
Yes.
It's the Chapter 2. But it was shut down for also the Save the World players, which is the they're the other
the whole thing
of the game, right? So the people that paid for Save the World and didn't see any update to their side of the game, only the Battle Royale. Couldn't play, and generally their Save the World is being neglected because Battle Royale is more popular.
Yeah.
So they just feel like they're being unfairly treated. They bought something and they're getting worse treatment than people that are playing the free version of the game. But as for the actual Chapter 2.
They've just got like infinite like publicity stunts up their belt though too.
Yeah. As for Fortnite Chapter 2, it is so much better.
Jason had totally stopped caring about Fortnite, and now he's right back at it.
The last time that
on that grind.
The last time that I won a game was Season 7. So I don't even think I played a game in Season 9, 10, or 11 at all. No, that's not true. I think I played one in Season 11. I don't know.
I forgot there was a Season 11.
Right.
How many seasons were there before the...
It was 11.
11? Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
We didn't play any Season X.
Yeah, I did play Season X. So Season 11 was the last one I played. I think Season 11 was the last one. I don't even know.
The point is the machinations are gone.
The point is they really just brought back the game to being simplistic how it used to be.
They rebooted. Thanos snapped everything away.
There isn't like 3 types of every different gun. There isn't like 12 different types of ARs, 12 different types of snipers. There's only bolt action sniper rifles. There's only 1 type of submachine gun.
That sounds beautiful, and I don't even play.
There's only 2 types of assault rifles, the original 2 that were in the game.
Nice.
There's only 2 types of shotguns, the original 2 that were in the game.
But is the world... They made it look in the commercial like it's... Not the commercial, the ad.
It's a completely new map, yeah.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. It's not even... like because they've always just been like changing it, basing off. It's all the same
They
base.
brought back Retail Row, Pleasant Park, Salty Springs, so 3 of the original locations.
Yes.
And then also Risky Reels, and there might be more because I haven't...
Which has boats now.
I haven't played enough, but Risky Reels I know because I saw there, and Risky Reels was always my favorite place to drop, but then they got rid of it. So it looks like they have a lot of... And then there's a place called Sweaty Sands, which is similar to Paradise Palms. So basically they brought back a lot of the old locations in a new way.
Sweaty Sands, Paradise Palms, Sweaty Palms, Paradise Sands. I don't know. I just
These weak palms are sweaty?
Yeah, I just thought it was funny because if you switch them up, you get sweaty palms, which is, a thing.
Well, anyways, so they brought back a lot of the old stuff in a new way. But overall, yes, they did change the map incredibly. And then they got rid of all the modes of transportation except for boats. So, unlike the game before where you could...
did they have boats before, though?
No.
Well, you made it sound like they did.
You couldn't swim.
Wait, you can swim now?
You can swim.
I'd been waiting for that, and again, I don't even play.
You can swim, you can fish, and you can ride boats. It
always looked so dumb trudging through the deep water.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like Minecraft before you could swim. Yeah. It was so dumb. You can now swim, fish, and ride boats. Unlike before in the game, where there was these cars that could literally fly, which they never fixed, and I thought
Giant
they should have.
floating island.
It was literally...
It just got so crazy. It was just like a junk pile.
You could literally just fly anywhere. They don't have launch pads either.
Yeah.
So you can't just fly anywhere on the map. And it makes it so much easier for worse players to have a chance. Because before, these good players would just hop in a car, fly somewhere, land on somebody, and kill them instantly, right?
Yeah.
There's no chance. But now, it's just so much more conventional and just way better. And then the other thing is they introduced bots. So not everybody's a real player. And that might sound cheap at first, but for
it did to me.
For players that aren't good at the game, and I can confirm this because I'm not bad at the game whatsoever, but I haven't played in a while. But so there are players that are literally just better than you. There's people that play all day, every day, way too much, and they're literal gods at this game. And it gets really annoying dying to them all the time, which is why a lot of people stopped playing, because everybody just tries so hard.
Everybody just
running
tries
into a
so
bot
hard.
Every once in a while.
Tryhards.
You would think it's like unsatisfying to just kill a bot. It's really not. It's still satisfying.
Yeah.
Just to think that you actually get to kill anybody. And what happened to me just before we recorded this, like a couple hours ago, I was playing actually. I got 15 kills in a round, and I swear everybody in the lobby was a bot. I won, and I got 15 kills.
So it was just battle of the bots?
I think that's actually a thing that's possible. I think every once in a while they give you all bot lobbies so that you can get a win.
Dude, that's kind of funny.
Because
I got it's kind of interesting though too, because then it's like really fair because everyone's balanced because they have the same.
I got 15 kills, but some of the bots are okay, like they can build and stuff. All of these were like brain dead, dude.
Well, yeah, I was about to say
every person that I ran into, I killed instantly. It must be really annoying
though if you run into a bot that you can tell is low level and you still end up dying. That's got to be annoying.
Sometimes, yeah, but I mean that stuff happened before when it's like a bad player and they just have like an RPG.
But then, whenever that happens...
Which is why it's so much better that they got rid of all those unnecessary guns. Like the randomest stuff. And now they just brought it back to the basics.
I will say, though, I used to tell you when you'd get mad at losing, I'd be like, well, hey, at least that guy had a good day. Now the bots... Not really.
Yeah, but usually I
Programmed to feel happiness.
I very rarely
Victory Royale.
lose to the bots. But yeah, I almost wish it was harder to tell whether somebody was a bot or not. But you can very easily tell by their name.
Yeah.
Their name, you see, unlike Nintendo, which reuses actual players' names, it's just always 2 words. The first letter is capitalized, like Dairy Cow 03. It's like that.
Yeah, it's like those when you click
setup.
like come up with one for me.
Yeah.
Sorry for spitting on the table.
So that's all I have really to say about that. I'm definitely going to start playing the game a lot more, but it's still very hard for me to play. I hate playing on the Switch. I always have. I can't play shooters with a controller. It's so hard to aim. I'm so much better on...
That reminds me. We confirmed, just because we agree, which means it's real, that the reason why there's no motion controls on Minecraft for Nintendo Switch is because Microsoft, who now owns Minecraft, will not allow it because then they seem inferior.
I don't think anybody would honestly use that. Minecraft's not a game like Fortnite where you need to aim fast.
You're doing so many things, and yeah, when you're surrounded by monsters, I just want something simple like Splatoon, where it's like you have a button that moves you around, but then you can also slightly
keep in mind. I just said that I actually don't know if there is motion controls. I'm pretty sure there's not.
Oh, you did? Oh, well, this could all be baseless. You just
but there's other reasons. I said it's possible that they don't add it, but probably a much larger reason is that it's hard to implement, and they just want to keep consistency across all their platforms.
I'll tell you what's consistent motion controls. Every time something
but there
had an equivalent of mouse controls has been ported to Switch, it has it.
The
Overwatch
only
has
console
motion controls. By the way, I wanted
the only
Overwatch
console
on Switch
that
way
does,
back when. Now I don't care anymore.
Oh my word, I can't talk. The only console that doesn't have motion controls is Xbox.
Yeah, exactly.
And they just want consistency.
That's probably what they would call consistency.
Is what I'm saying. So that is most likely the truth. I don't think they're really worried. One of our loyal Xbox fans is gonna buy an entire Nintendo Switch and Minecraft for the Switch just because of motion controls.
Yeah, this is another one of my joke theories again, but there could be truth to it.
As I was saying before you interrupted me, it's still really hard for me to play Fortnite because my PC my laptop, I don't have a PC, is just so incapable of running the game.
Is that where your rage comes from?
It'll randomly hitch and freeze, and most of the time when I get mad when I die, it's because I will literally shoot my gun and the game will freeze. Or somebody will start shooting me and the game will freeze. It's like right at the critical moments, the game freezes.
We'll literally try to create a new bar of music in whatever program you're using, and the thing will freeze. You want to talk about that, or you're trying to make music now?
I'm not trying to, okay.
I know I've already been making music, and we should totally form a band.
I've never said, just because I played around with this, it doesn't mean I'm like, oh yep, dropping YouTube, dropping everything. I'm going to be a SoundCloud rapper.
No, we should be both. Never let your ambition... we should be in a band.
I'm literally a Renaissance man. Yes, I'm trying to do everything.
Yes,
that's why...
Renaissance men unite.
Okay.
That was a high five.
I don't have much else to say about that. I might release a song someday.
Yes. I mean, I already made songs. Full songs.
They're chiptune and they don't have lyrics.
That's why No, they do have lyrics.
You haven't recorded any vocals.
Yes, but you're going to help me with that. That's why it's a band. I need you.
Right.
We're banded together.
Let's wrap this up, Jonathan.
I was gonna wrap it up by saying, you were talking about your, and I know you're gonna seem like something not worth talking about, but I'm just, it's one of my weird side comments. You were talking about how you have your surreal sense of humor now.
Nope.
Well, first of all, you always used to say that my sense of humor has changed. I don't have an outlet for my sense of humor anymore. I think I have the same sense of humor as you.
Jonathan, I literally just referenced the vibe meme and then said the vibe check meme and then said surreal humor because that's literally what it is. It is surrealist humor. It's taking a random image of this weird emoji thing, which nobody knows the origin of.
Somebody just made it.
Except for some guy who made it.
Yeah.
Who may or may not know the real, original origin of it. And it's just, they do random stuff and random sayings with it. And it's called surreal humor because it doesn't make sense, but it's funny because it's weird.
Do you like surreal humor, though?
To an extent, as much as I like everything else.
I like surreal... My opinion on surreal humor is the same as my opinion on what used to be called random humor, which are kind of the same thing in some ways. Which is, I like it, but I don't like it when people try to, when they sit down and
when it's
I'm going to do some surreal humor.
Right.
No, it's when they say, I'm going to make some humor, and it happens to be surreal. That's my opinion. But what I was going to say is, because you mentioned the vibe check meme, and I had heard a bit about it, but not much, so I was just like, oh yeah, I guess I know that. But I hadn't really seen much about it, so you were explaining some of it to me, because you thought it was crazy that I hadn't heard about this stuff, just like with the team trees. But then, like, the day
after... You get all your memes from iFunny and by scrolling on your memes.
I don't have an...
like, where else do you find your memes?
Don't make me seem more cringy and cancerous than I am.
I will.
Don't you dare. I have to stay in touch with stuff somehow, and I don't do that just to stay in touch. I
refuse to have social media. So.
And don't say iFunny. There's complicated reasons why I was on iFunny, and I'm not on there anymore.
Well,
here's what I was trying to say.
You don't have social media, so I don't know how you find any sort of memes that are in any way relevant. I don't think you know meme culture very well.
Actually, back when I had iFunny, that was the best way to keep up with it. Everybody says iFunny is behind on memes, but I heard about memes before you heard about them back when I had iFunny.
No, because back when you had iFunny, I didn't really very often get invested in memes.
Yeah. Well, it's still better than nothing. I don't know. Stop making me want to get back on iFunny. That is not a decision I ever
iFunny is like a hot garbage melting pot of memes. So you might have seen stuff first, but it's also probably deep fried, reposted, and really unfunny.
Definitely. But then, you know what? I'm not going to talk about iFunny lore. Do not.
Yeah, I don't want to continue the podcast. We were supposed to end it.
You've been distracting me for hours.
20 minutes ago.
You've been distracting me for hours from the thing I wanted to say.
You know what?
Talk about me distracting you and interrupting.
It's too far gone. You mentioned 2-hour podcast. I'm all in now. I'm kidding.
Really?
No.
Well, actually, it'd be funny if that just happened, though.
No.
I don't want it
We're
to
ending it at most an hour and a half, okay?
Yes, that's my intention. The vibe check. I didn't see much of that.
I didn't.
It hadn't been. Forgotten that joke.
I've been married a long time ago.
Where did you come from? We're not doing this either.
Where did you come from?
You are the king of distractions.
Vibe check.
I just slapped him.
A long time ago. Where did you come from? Gently. Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
Like I said, I had seen like nothing of that. I just knew it existed. The day after you tell me about it, I get like 3 different vibe check meme compilations on YouTube. Google knows everything about it.
Yeah, no, literally after that day when I said that, your birthday. Like, literally in the week following that, last week, the meme blew up twice as big as it already was.
Okay, well, then that leads into my second theory, which is that the entire world revolves around either us or just me.
I now hate, because I literally hate the vibe check meme.
Jeez.
Like, it's not funny at all anymore. Because, like you said, it's forced surrealist humor.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not funny anymore.
I mean, it can still be funny on rare occasions.
I've seen some, but, like, it's just come up with something else, please. Stop writing off the same meme over and over. Make something new.
I'm just glad I got to do a vibe check on you live on podcast. Anybody who could hear that tiny little slap on his cheek.
I slapped him. Gently, though. Gently.
Yeah, I didn't want you guys to think...
Don't call child abuse on my son.
Shout out back to when people thought you were bullying me.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? Episode 2, 3?
Literally... I mean, I do, but so do you.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's different types of abuse. It's a fair trade.
I literally...
Look, if you don't have a brother, you'll never understand.
As a person, you just annoy me so much sometimes.
I mean, it's not intentional, though.
I know, but...
Shout out back to when you used to intentionally annoy me.
You annoy me so much just being the way you are, which maybe sounds like a bad thing to say, but it's just... Some of the things you do are very annoying. Unintentionally. I'm sure you could say the same thing about me, but...
Yes, definitely.
You also...
It's like I say,
the big AUTISM. So
are you seriously gonna drop that bomb right here?
What? We've mentioned
People
that.
Can spell. No, we haven't.
Yes, when we talked about you failing the class all the way back in episode like 1 or 2. Yeah. Literally everybody knows, Jonathan.
Well, now I gotta give literally everyone an R-word pass because y'all my homies.
Y'all my homies.
No, I'm mostly kidding on that. Don't go out saying stuff that you'll regret.
Well, I'm just saying. I think if you were a normal person, you wouldn't be so annoying, but you're not a normal person at all. And you're
well, then what's your excuse?
Abnormal tendencies.
What's your excuse, dog?
I'm not as annoying as you in general. Like,
that's what you want to think.
I think objectively I'm not as annoying as you. Just like objectively. Just like to
How can you be objective?
No, well, just like
it's literally based on opinion.
Like just to any person in general. Like I think people would agree that you're more annoying than me.
But I'm more... What's the word? Don't finish that.
Started.
What's the word for when you're like, you don't open up? What's the word? more...
Just don't scream.
The word for where you don't open up to people as much. So I don't show my weirdness as much away from people like you.
You're...
What is it? I know it starts with R-E. And, man, that doesn't even make it look any better either. You're This is so dumb.
I keep saying re, but okay, yeah.
And then you say it twice, and then it's just a slang.
you're a re.
This got so
demonetized.
Oh my goodness, dude! We would.
Hey,
probably.
this might be the funniest podcast yet, or this is the one that you laugh the most on.
I know.
I don't laugh.
This is a much more high energy podcast. High energy and high temperature. That's the title.
I would be so like I always laugh when I'm watching a video and somebody else laughs, but I don't laugh very often.
Dude, I've been thinking there are 2 games that I want laughing sound effects for, and one of them.
That had nothing to do with my statement, but okay.
Now I've forgotten your statement. All I know is it had to do with laughing.
When I'm watching a YouTube video and somebody laughs, it makes me laugh. But I never laugh.
That's kind of true.
Yeah, I just don't laugh that much.
But then you get mad at me for laughing. And I bet it's because you're jealous. Problem solved. Exposed.
Wait, what do you mean I get mad at you for laughing?
You literally just were earlier today. You were mad at me for laughing because you hate the way my laughing sounds.
No, yeah, I didn't like the way your laugh sounds. I wasn't mad at you for laughing.
But that is my laugh. I'm not going to put on a fake laugh. Imagine going around through life and you just have a laugh track button on your phone. And how can a laugh be a bad habit? And it's just like, oh, that's funny. And then you start to laugh. You're like, oh, and you cover up your mouth. And then you play the laugh track. And it's like, there, that's acceptable.
Because I got in the habit of laughing all high pitched, like I was like,
and I grew to accept and maybe even love that as a characteristic of you, Jason. But you can't accept my laughs.
Yeah, well that's different because you're what's the word?
You're doing it again. Or did you actually have a word?
That time I was implying something else, John.
Oh my goodness, you were being serious.
Okay, no, but we're politically correct on this. We're politically correct.
That was literally just spontaneous mistakes that led to a joke that we didn't intend.
I hate the phrase politically correct, so that was a sarcastic
I
statement.
don't feel like you should necessarily
I don't think we've ever tried to in any way express political beliefs at all.
Yeah.
So
maybe the political belief that we don't really like politics.
We made fun of Buzzfeed, but
I don't really care about what your opinion on BuzzFeed is. That's the thing.
Well, I think anybody would agree that the quiz is stupid.
And honestly, nobody even hears about BuzzFeed until they do something stupid. And so it's like, how can you...
No, I'm telling you, there are people that literally follow up.
The best
BuzzFeed
people though are the people who were on BuzzFeed and then left. I'm just saying. That's the high quality right there.
Okay. Well, we're approaching a minute 30.
Well, hold on, because I was going to say something, but I will never remember it now.
PewDiePie, which is my worst controversy.
Are you kidding me?
Anyways.
Oh, did you see his Minecraft music video?
I didn't watch it yet.
I watched the whole thing beginning to end. It's basically 2 songs.
Okay, I might then.
I just think it's kind of a weird thing to see, but it's hilarious.
Anyways. Well, yeah, we don't have much else to say, so how do we wrap this up?
I'm going to make a YouTube channel. That's how I'm going to wrap it up.
You're just going to drop that bomb right now?
Yeah. I don't know when, but I'm going to. Actually, I might have already, and I just haven't posted anything
You're just dropping that bomb right now?
Yeah, I'm just going to drop that bomb. Just casually.
Dang. That really shows how what's the word?
Is this just going to be a family meme now?
Yeah, you started it. Okay.
Are you thinking of an actual word, or can I just say
last
this
time
is over
we
now?
talked, you mentioned how you wanted to, but weren't going to make a YouTube channel, and now you have.
Not until I have content, or at least an idea for content.
Oh, you said you're gonna.
Yeah.
Make one. Okay, but you still haven't.
I might have, but there's nothing there yet.
So you have.
Stop trying to read me like a book.
Stop trying to read me. You literally just said, I might have, but...
Because it feels like I might as well say no if I've done absolutely nothing with it.
That's like when you're in 5th grade and they're like, do you like that girl? And you're like, maybe or maybe not.
Oh my goodness.
You were literally just like, might, but...
Oh, now you're actually making me think of one thing I was going to say way back when it was relevant, which is that I actually took an actual sexuality quiz that was actually meant to be taken seriously. It said I was like 80% asexual.
Yeah, that's what.
And then the rest was.
That's what I was gonna say,
heterosexual.
like aromantic.
I think it. Yeah, it was. It was based on threes.
But
it was asexual, heterosexual, homosexual. I think.
I feel like that asexuality doesn't.
But yeah, a lot of the questions were more about
I'm not
romance
gonna get
than that. Like it wasn't about physical attraction.
Well, asexuality, to me, what it sounds like is supposed to be is saying that you like physically like don't have any sort of sexual attraction to anybody. Whereas I think it's more of just the way like some people are. They just are less like romantically or sexually charged. Like they just don't.
But like
aren't as interested in that.
Another thing was like half of the questions on it were like,
as in you can.
When was the last time you thought about pursuing a relationship with? And I was like, it's just not something that's on my mind.
Exactly. So what
But
I'm
it's not something I'm opposed to.
But you're straight.
Or don't care about.
So I'm saying.
But you're straight.
Asexuality. I feel like it's not a sexuality. It's more like a. Well, I guess...
No, there are some people who are legitimately not interested at all.
The
like,
word
even
is...
hypothetically.
Aromantic. You're aromantic is what they call it.
Well, yeah, but
you're
also
straight,
in terms
but
of attraction
aromantic.
too.
But people say...
Oh, yes, that is a thing.
But people... I feel like if you're asexual, you're still either straight or... But maybe not. I don't know. I don't believe that you can truly have no attraction to anybody whatsoever.
It's kind of like saying, are you positive 0 or negative 0? It kind of just doesn't matter at that point, but you can technically have either or.
But...
It's like...
What I'm saying is I don't think there is a such thing as being complete 0. So...
You're like the 0 equals 1 over infinity type of guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, these mathematical comparisons...
Limit approaches 0, but it doesn't ever reach 0.
Yeah.
We're just going to end that with like random calculus stuff.
Yeah, sure. Anything but talking about what's the word? Interrogating me about my YouTube channel careers.
I have. It's a secret, guys, but I actually have a YouTube. Shut up. Shut up.
No, you.
I'm done with your antics.
I'm done with your. What is it called?
You're like genuinely getting mad right now over me, like making fun of you for like.
No, I'm trying to pretend to be mad so that I can come up with something funny, but it's not working. So this is where we end the podcast.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Mic check.
Mic check. Hello. Jason's.
You and my dad whipped me.
Wait, the after thing.
No, that was the after thing.
Oh, okay. Bye.
You're editing it, so whatever. You figure it out.
See ya.
Bye. What if there was just like 5 different after things? Like, what if this is another after thing and there's
Dude,
just, like,
I'm gonna add that clip.
There's just like 3 outros.
I'm gonna add that.
No,
fake
you're
clip
not.
Of you with
The end.